Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm starting this vlog out on my phone. I'm late for my hair appointment, but I wanted to show you guys the before. I'm debating getting some curtain bangs. I want to keep the length, just add some layers. It's kind of in this like all one length situation. I brought my camera, but I forgot my memory card at home. Anyways, let's go get my hair done and then we can properly start this vlog. Okay guys, I did it. I cut the bangs. I'm pretty happy with them, but we'll see how this lasts over time because obviously I'm gonna have to start styling my hair now, which is something that I don't really do most days. I just like wash it and be on my way, but it's kind of nice to have a change. It's like new year, new hair, new me. I'm just gonna have to not touch them that much, but it's so weird. There's like stuff in my face now. Anyways, we stayed kind of long. She did such a good job with the cut, like didn't take any length off because I'm trying to grow out my hair. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. So we really just focused like on the front, and then she gave me like just some kind of layers and movement, like cleaned it up, but I feel so good. This haircut was so necessary and I just feel so refreshed. So yay, let's go home.
Pantone.
Maggie Pantone.
Oh,
Show us.
Pantone.
Show us your bow. So cute. Maggie, sit. Sit. Good girl. Look at Maggie's bow. She's a present. Are you a present under the Christmas tree? I put this panettone. Maggie, sit. Show us the bow. Sit. Sit. Good girl. I put this panettone bow on her and it's just so cute. High five. Good job. Okay, tell the vlog what you think of my hair.
Well, I say it's beautiful. I have bangs too, look.
Yeah, look, now we match. Bangs for Christmas.
Christmas bangs.
Yeah,
Christmas
I wanted
bangs,
to get a
bangs.
proper reaction video, but instead your reaction was when I was washing the dishes and you're on the phone and you turn around.
I didn't know, but now I see it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's cute.
It's cute.
But we'll see what happens when I wash it because
it's gonna go all that. Wait, what's the word you said? You used?
frizzy?
No.
Static?
Puffy?
Puffy.
Yeah, puffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, egg please.
Well, yeah, but stop filming. My God, this woman. Stop filming.
We have a few to look at. 23. Chamomile Dreamland. 24. Merry Breakfast Blend. Okay, well I'm gonna have that today. Hi guys. Okay, this smoothie looks absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry you have to look at it. It's not my best work. Today is Thursday, December 28th, and we are very much in that weird period between Christmas and New Year's where you're like, what day is it? What's going on? My intention with this vlog was to film like a kind of like leading up to Christmas plus Christmas Day, just like cute, cozy vlog. And as almost always, when I go to Ottawa, when I go do stuff with my family, kind of nothing exactly went to plan. Had a really nice time in Ottawa. It's just like, I feel like I talk about this all the time, but like, just like the weird family dynamics and things are changing a lot or have changed a lot in Ottawa. My dad now lives with his girlfriend. Her son lives with them part-time. So just the dynamics in the house are really different. It's nice, like it's fun. There's just like a lot of people now and it's very overwhelming. To give you guys an idea, my dad lives in a 3-bedroom townhouse, but so him, Peyton, his girlfriend, her son Grayson, my sister Yola, JS and I, so we're 6 people in this 3-bedroom and there's 1 bathroom. So it was pretty chaos and I just wasn't super like in the mood to vlog, I guess. Back to this vlog for a second. I just want to sit down and have like a little life lately kind of chat to just update you guys and just chat with you guys before the new year because oh my gosh, it's almost here. I'm gonna try and upload this video on New Year's Eve. So I figured let's like wrap up the year, let's get everything up to speed, and then we're gonna move into like New Year's content and stuff. So if that sounds good, let's have a little chat. Now back to the family stuff. I just enjoy talking to you guys about family dynamics because it's something that I think is so difficult to talk about. It's so not often talked about enough, I want to say, at least on YouTube. It's difficult, it's awkward, but I think it's quite relatable for a lot of people, and especially on Christmas. And especially around Christmas time, we can see so much like perfect family content and like everyone in their matching pajamas and like, you know, everyone's a big house or whatever it may be. And we can feel like, oh, what's wrong with us? Like, what's wrong with me? My family doesn't look like this. I certainly used to feel that way. So I kind of like sharing like the quirkiness of my family with you guys to let you know that if your family doesn't look like the stereotypical family, you're not alone and it's totally okay. I moved away from Ottawa and I moved away from my family, and I think when you move away from your family, you start to build your own life and gather your own habits and ways of doing things. And sometimes when you go back home, it can be really, really frustrating because you feel like you're falling into your old childhood patterns, or like, oh, my dad does this and it's so annoying, and my mom does that and it's so annoying. And I used to let that really overwhelm me, and I would be like, I can't come back here anymore, or like, I don't want to stay with them. Like, there was a point, this was back around 2020, where I would get so frustrated staying with my dad and I would get so frustrated staying with my mom that I just never wanted to go back home to Ottawa. And through therapy, through, working through it, I'm able to just be there and take who my parents are and their behaviors as it is. And in the moment, it's like, ugh, like I get frustrated, but I'm so much better at just letting it go. And I realized that when we were driving back from Ottawa, that I was like, yeah, there were moments where my dad did his thing and my mom did her thing and they really frustrated me. But, kind of as we were driving home, I realized like, yes, they're frustrating. Yes, it's annoying, but they're my family and I love them. And I'm just grateful that I got to see them and spend time with them. And like the frustrations, like sure, you're gonna feel it in the moment, but then you let it go, and trying as best I can to not dwell on it because there's just no point. All we can do is change ourselves. We can't change others. And this is like, so through therapy that I've learned this is you just have to adjust your expectations. But I've spoken a lot about kind of the tricky relationship I have with my mom, and someone pointed this out in the comments, and I'm so sorry, I can't remember the name of the person who did, but they said they also had a tricky relationship with their mom, and the therapist's recommendation was like, cut ties. And I've had therapists recommend similarly of like, really, really distance yourself, cut ties. And the person in the comments said, that's simply not what I wanted. So I just had to take my mother for who she is. And I feel the same way. I don't want to cut ties with my mom. Like, yeah, our relationship is tough, and there's moments where I'm like, oh, why are you doing this? And there's moments where I feel very upset and hurt by certain actions or whatever, but I don't want to cut ties. So I just have to kind of manage my own expectations and manage my own emotions. So kind of heavy stuff, but I think it's important to talk about. We all have our journeys with our own families. Not everyone's family is picture perfect, and if yours is, then that's fantastic, and I'm so happy for you. And for the rest of us, we have to just kind of learn how to manage it. Oh God, you guys, I'm looking at this smoothie and it looks so freaking bad. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take another like big gloop. After Ottawa, we came back here for what you guys saw, Christmas morning. And then we drove to Granby to spend Christmas Day or Christmas night and then like Boxing Day and the past few days with JS's family. I feel now like I am in need of such a detox. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this right now because it's just like you've been eating like crap, like delicious food, but crap, like so much sugar. I've been eating so much cheese, which like doesn't really agree with my digestion, and so much bread, and I just feel so clogged inside. I'm sorry, that's TMI, but I'm just like, oh my freaking gosh, I just want to live off of green juice and smoothies and green tea right now. And it's so funny how our bodies kind of tell us what we want. Like, you know, I usually am craving like chips, I'm craving hamburgers, I'm craving hot dogs, like I crave really salty stuff. But seeing as that's pretty much all I've been eating, not hamburgers and hot dogs necessarily, but like we had a fondue last night, we had like steak for Christmas. Like I've been eating a lot of those heavy salty foods that now I'm completely craving the opposite. So yesterday I went to a hot yoga class in Granby. It was wonderful. And today I'm gonna go do hot Pilates. And it's literally just so funny. Like their body kind of tells us what we want, or in my case, like the cravings are just at totally opposite ends of the spectrum. And then I guess I'm also feeling that kind of New Year's, like, okay, let's go. Like, let's work on our healthy selves for New Year's that's coming up. But it feels good. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's roll into New Year's feeling good and feeling healthy. It's so fun to indulge around Christmas time, and then you kind of indulge too much and then you're like, okay, like let me just drink green tea for the next. I'm literally like, I need to replace my morning black tea with a morning green tea. Anyways, I would love for you guys to let me know what your plans are for New Year's. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I have like a few options, but if I'm being fully honest, I just want to stay home. Like I just want to stay home and be cozy, like watch a movie until 12:01 and then go to bed, eat some like warm, like comfort food. I just feel like I find it so funny that, you know, the trend and the tradition, I guess, is to like stay up and party on New Year's, which obviously is super fun. And then it's like January 1st comes along and it's like, okay, time to be healthy and stop drinking and whatever. I'm like, shouldn't we like ring in New Year's? If like, and I'm like, if what we want is to like be healthy and like work on ourselves and blah, blah, blah for the new year, should we not start January 1st like hungover, you know? I don't know. That's how I'm feeling this year, and I feel like that's just me getting older and just being tired of kind of like partying and stuff. And I also feel a bit of what I would call like a spending hangover right now. Like I spent a lot of money at Christmas time, and like, yes, I budgeted for it. Yes, you know, that's all good. I haven't actually tallied up how much I spent, and I am starting to feel a little bit of financial anxiety, worrying that I went over my budget. Even though I made such a big budget, I literally spent so much that I'm worried that I went over. I'm gonna tally it up probably later today. But I'm just like, I don't wanna go out and spend money and drink, and like, I don't know, I'm not in the mood for that this year. But let me know what you guys have planned for New Year's Eve, or what you did New Year's Eve, because I would love to know whether like, am I alone in this wanting to stay in boat, or am I not alone? I don't know. Let me know what you guys did. I would love to read about it. So you guys saw I cut my hair, and I've already pinned back my bangs because they're already annoying me. Like you definitely have to style your hair, and I just have really thin hair. I'm not used to styling it, and I also haven't been home, so I haven't had the chance to like wash my hair, style it, and like love the curtain bangs. So I just slicked my hair back. I put like Amazing Hair Savior I want to start working on growing my hair more. And then I put these clips. So I'm Pilates ready, but it just kind of looks funny and I feel so silly. Like I just cut my bangs and I'm already like slicking them back. But I'm glad I cut them. Like I think it's a nice change for the new year. Okay, here's another thing I need to update you guys on is the office. So I went and toured WeWork and I vlogged it. Okay. I look so rough today. My nose is so red because I keep having to blow it and I'm freezing. But I also have a fat cold sore because I've been too stressed before the end of the year. Anyways, we are going office shopping today, and I couldn't let the way that I feel about my looks get in the way of me vlogging this experience. We are about to head downtown. I have a little tour scheduled with a WeWork downtown. So I just thought it would be fun to vlog it and just kind of take you guys along. I feel like you guys are getting kind of invested in my whole office thing of like, am I gonna move? Am I gonna get rid of the office? Like, what am I gonna do? And I'm very much in like thinking about it, deliberating, figuring out what to do, just to kind of start exploring my options. And someone did also suggest this, was like, go look at other offices, see how expensive they are, see how nice they are, see how shitty they are. And then you'll be able to kind of compare to what I currently have. I know that I have an amazing price for the amount of space that I have. I also love the look of my space. Really, the problem with my space is the lack of noise insulation and the fact that I can hear every word that my neighbors say. I have so much space. Like, I literally have a couch and like a lounge in my office. So we're gonna see what's up at WeWork. I called and I spoke with like a salesperson, and for a one-person office, the price is less than what I pay now, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like a desk and a door, and that's it. So we're gonna find out. The WeWork is also like in the middle of going bankrupt. So I'm like, hey, maybe they'll give me a deal. And the other thing is I've actually worked out of a WeWork before. So I have a little bit of an idea of what it's like. There are 3 WeWorks in Montreal. I worked at the one at Place Ville-Marie when I was in university. I had an internship, and it was like at a startup, and we had offices inside WeWork, and I loved it. I was drinking the WeWork Kool-Aid. Everyone says it's like a cult, and yeah, I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I loved it. I met so many people. There were like insane parties. It was really cool. Of the 3, only one of them is dog friendly. So of course I'm going to look at the dog friendly one. I'm gonna bring Maggie just to like see what it's like. And we're gonna take the metro, we're gonna go downtown. And the craziest part about this WeWork, I'm telling you guys all this now because I'm looking out the window and it's a snowstorm. So I don't know how much I'll be able to film outside, but the location of this WeWork that I'm going to visit is the next door building to the offices of my Big 4 consulting job. So if I were to take this office, it would be so crazy to literally be right next door to where I started my post-graduation, my post-university like career. It would be very, very full circle. It would be like the same kind of commute, like getting out of the same metro station, and I'd be visiting the same coffee shops. So that actually does excite me because I loved working downtown. I loved my commute. I loved taking the metro every morning. I really loved it. I loved dressing up. And that excites me, the idea of maybe having that kind of commute again and going down to work in like the downtown core, plus being able to bring Maggie would be just like so cool. But I have very low expectations for the size of the office and also its functionality. From what I remember of WeWork, it's a lot of like glass, like the offices are all divided by glass windows. It's that classic like modern co-working, which is like, why did anyone think this was a good idea, that we should be like an elbow's length from our neighbor and like hear everyone talk on the phone and like see everyone? I get super, super distracted. Like, I put up curtains in my office because I had a big window, and when I would see people walking by, I'd be working, look up, look up, look up every time someone walked by. I didn't like it. So yeah, I have low expectations of the space. I'm excited about like the fantasy of throwing myself back into working downtown, and we will see how it goes. So come along. Do any of you guys get cold sores? Like, I'm sorry, this is like so gross, but I mean, I feel like a lot of people get them, and yeah, that's what's up on my face right now. I loved it. I loved the vibe in there. It was so cool. But the actual office is so tiny. It would be such a downgrade from what I currently have. It wouldn't even have a window. Like, it's literally just like a small little fishbowl. But the common areas, like being around so many people, the social events, like all of that really appeals to me. It is cheaper than where I'm currently at, so I would save money. Then again, I'd have to get a Metro pass, which would add money. So like, I'm gonna have to weigh all of the costs and benefits and like literally do a pros and cons list. But I wasn't expecting to love it that much and to like actually want to go there. I thought I would just be like, okay, next. I mean, the dream would be to have a bigger office, but as soon as you jump from one person to two, the price like literally doubles. It's so expensive. So that's just not realistic right now. Anyways, we'll see. Leaving WeWork, I was like, I love this. I would love to find a way to make this work. But at the end of the day, the offices are just too small. They're too expensive for what they are. Like, in the end, I really wouldn't be saving that much money because the tiny office, yes, it's a little bit cheaper than where I am right now, but I would need to take the Metro to get down there. Like, it's too far for me to walk. So I would need to take the Metro every day, which is like $80 to $100 for for a monthly Metro pass. So that adds to my cost. I feel like I'd end up spending more money because it's downtown. I'd be like, oh, let's go grab a coffee. Let me go for lunch. Like, I feel like I would just end up spending more being around there. I did so love the community aspect and just how I would be around more people. I really, really loved that aspect. But I'm not gonna pay so much money per month, like just to maybe hang out with people in the common room. When at the end of the day, realistically, like how often would I do that? I feel like you get into your work routine and you just get in, go to your office and leave. You guys also saw the office is like a total fishbowl. So I wouldn't be able to film there. I wouldn't have a couch. Like, I wouldn't have the space that I have now. So while I was really excited at first after the visit, it really put my current office into perspective, and I've decided that I'm gonna keep it at least until the lease runs out. I just think I was being way too rash, wanting to make a rushed decision, feeling guilty for spending money on myself, which is such a pattern that I have. I did it last year, and it's actually through filming my reflecting on my financial goals video that I realized, like, Zoe, this is a pattern you have, because last year I wanted to get rid of my indoor parking. Oh, I could save $150, $175 a month. Like, I even felt guilty for my car for a bit. I was like, maybe I should sell my car. Like, I do these things where I just guilt myself and feel like I need to do anything possible to save money. When the reality is, like, I'm really lucky to be in a good financial position. I'm not able to do certain things because of the office. And if the office at the end of the day does make me happy, if it makes me more productive, I'm able to do more work, then it's worth it. And it's okay to spend a little bit of money on it or on myself. It's also a tax write-off too. So although on paper it costs me $850 per month, because of the tax write-offs and stuff, it actually costs a little bit less. So all in all, I've decided to keep it for now. I think what I realized is it's really up to me to make the most of it. If I sit around here, work from home every single day, never go out, like, I'm going to be depressed and I'm gonna kind of not enjoy life. If I focus on all of the negative aspects of the office, I'm also not gonna enjoy working from there. So I need to put a new spin on it, look at it from the positive, make the most of it, and really make an effort to go. Because yes, it's so much easier just to stay home, but when I do make that effort to go there, especially for editing and for copywriting, I'm so much more productive. I have my 2 screens, I'm in a new environment. There's no distractions of like, let me go get a snack from the kitchen, let me just watch TV. Like, there's just no distractions. Plus I can bring Maggie. So for now, I'm just gonna keep it. Maybe when the lease is up, I'm going to look for another office space, something kind of older and less fancy than WeWork that's a bit more affordable, or I'll come and work from home. I don't know where my life will be in the next, I think I have like 8 more months on my lease. So in 8 months, I have no idea where my life is gonna be. So we're just gonna leave it at that for now. Now I did, you guys are gonna laugh because I'm so extreme. Like I go from like, I'm getting rid of the office, I wanna save money, to, okay, I'm keeping the office and I'm gonna invest in it, because I did buy myself a new desk and a new desk chair. The big desk that you guys see in my office and I used to have in my old apartment, I got it used on Facebook Marketplace when I moved into that place in 2019. I loved that desk, but there are definitely like reminders of COVID and reminders of some of my darker days in that desk. And I figured, you know what, if I find a nice desk, maybe a standing desk, it would brighten up this space, get rid of this heavy old desk, and just bring something new in that might motivate me a little bit more. So I went on Wayfair and I found a standing desk for a super, super good price. I think it was like, oh my gosh, I think I paid $400 for it, which is so good, and it's really, really cute. So when I get it, I'm gonna like set it up on camera and everything so you guys can see. There are standing desks that are like $1,500, and then this one was $400. I was like, perfect. Plus what I did was I got it in a much smaller size so that if at the end of the lease, I'm like, you know what, I don't want this office anymore, I can easily bring the standing desk here and use it to work from home. JS and I also decided that we're gonna get rid of the desk here. We're gonna make this a really living space to entice me to work more from the office and really get that separation, which that is invaluable. The separation between work and life, I think, is so important. It's something that I didn't have at my old apartment that I loved when I first got the office. And then I started working from here more and kind of, you know, blurring those lines. So I do really want to recreate that separation, make this like a much more living room space, get rid of the desk. And then if the office still isn't working out in a couple months, I'll bring the new desk back here. So I think that's great. I did feel a little bit of guilt after I placed the order on Wayfair. I was like, Zoe, why you gotta be so extreme? Then I went for a massage in Ottawa, and my massage therapist is incredible. She's just simply the best. And she's massaging me and she's like, you sit too much. You sit too much. And I was like, good thing I just got a standing desk. So that was my sign. So yeah, we're keeping the office. I know it's so extreme, but I think I'm just gonna turn this into like a fun project and make it really be my space. Tonight, after I go to hot yoga, I'm gonna go to the camera store. I'm gonna check out getting a mic that I can like clip onto me, because I would love to be able to film like my money videos and stuff from the office at my desk. So I'm thinking if I get one of those clip-on mics that drowns out the rest of the sounds at the office, I might enjoy filming there a little bit more. So just gonna invest in my setup a little bit, see what works. It definitely like sucks spending money and you're like, oh, I just wanna save money. But I also need to think like, this is my job, and I kind of need to see myself as like a business owner, and I need to see myself as like investing in what I do and not just seeing it as expenses that like Zoe is spending. It's more like for the business. Whew, anyways, that's all my chats I think that I have for today. You guys, I have so much good stuff coming up for New Year's. Like I have so many ideas in my head. The problem is making the time to film and edit them. I'm just like, where to begin, what to do? Like, I don't know. I'm really excited for New Year's. I'm really excited for like New Year's content. I'm trying to not get too ahead of myself. Like you guys have probably noticed, I didn't really post any New Year's stuff before New Year's because that's not the mindset that I'm in. Like right now I was in like indulge and relax the past couple of days, and now I'm in like starting to reset, but I don't know yet my New Year's goals. I haven't really thought about them. Personally, my next step is to do my money reset for January and kind of my money reset for the year. So that's probably the next video that you guys will see. And then I'm also gonna do my like just getting organized, starting to get prepped for New Year's video as well. So those are the next two videos that you guys will see from me. I hope you're gonna enjoy them. The last thing I'll say is that I also wanna do a New Year's Q&A. So if you have any questions for the Q&A, please leave them in the comments. Just write like, this is for the Q&A, so I don't answer it right now. And I'll save it for the Q&A. I'll also post on Instagram. So if you follow me there, you guys can answer the prompt there as well. I'm feeling really called to throw this down the sink because it's so disgusting looking. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys very, very much. And I will see you in the new year. Oh my God, so exciting. Bye.